Dr. Trill here. We have another good one for you today. Today we are going to talk all about perspective. So yes, we're going to talk about what you see. So before we get into the lesson, what do you see here on the screen? All right, so what did you notice? Did you see the duck or did you see the rabbit? Or did you see both? You're like, what? The duck or the rabbit? Yes, there are two animals in this picture. It's a duck and a rabbit. It's all based on the angle in which you look though. So if you say, well, I saw the duck, but I didn't see the rabbit, then slightly tilt your head to the left. See if you see the other animal. Now slightly tilt your head the opposite direction. And now, do you see the other animal? Yes, no? Awesome. So I wanted to share with you all that life is not all about what just meets the eye. Why? Because things are not always as they appear. For example, Michael Jordan, right? He got cut from his high school basketball team. Didn't mean he was a bad basketball player. Look at him now. Oprah Winfrey got fired from her television reporter job. Look at Oprah Winfrey now. Things are not as they always appear at first. Rejection at times can feel like it's just this terrible thing that we can't bounce back from. Someone hurting us, someone leaving us, someone saying something negative can feel like, and it does hurt in that moment, I know, I'm not minimizing that, but it can feel like it's something that you can't come back from, but things are not always as they meet the eye. So when you think about the times when you've been hurt or rejected, let's just pause, let's reflect. Now this is now the time to apply what I just taught. So I want you again, I'm all about closing the eyes if you haven't noticed. So just close your eyes again and begin to reflect on just images that come to your mind now. Maybe images of past times when someone has hurt you, or images of who you feel you currently are. Better yet, just imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror right now. And what do you see looking back at you? Who do you see looking back at you? Do you see a person that you like? Do you see a person that's been hurt? Do you see a person that has great strength and ability? Or do you see a person that you feel is not good enough, that's not loved, that's not wanted? Do you see a person in your eye that's a failure? And if that is the case, if you do see some of those negative things, I want to encourage you to slightly tilt your head. Metaphorically speaking, obviously, slightly tilt your head and ask yourself, could I look at this from a different angle? They didn't text me back. Oh gosh, they must hate me. What if you slightly tilted your head and said, maybe they're sleeping? Right? It's a simple shift in your perspective. Oh my God, like, the coach benched me and he's mad at me. All right, you may say, well, I'm never gonna make it to the NBA. What if you slightly tilted your head and said, this is a great opportunity for me to strengthen my character? Right? It's all in perspective. Because we can be doom and gloom. I mean, trust me, it's very easy to be doom and gloom. But what does that do? What good is that, right? If Oprah said, oh my gosh, there goes my TV career, the TV reporters fired me, I guess I'm no good. Where would Oprah Winfrey be if she's had that thought? Where would Michael Jordan be if he had that thought of, well, I got cut from the high school team, there's no chances of me making it to the NBA? Absolutely not. They simply had a slight shift in perspective and said, that door closed. Guess what? It's all right. This one over here will open. The greatest thing that you can do for yourself and for the people that are around you, and parents, if you're watching this with your young one now, I want you to really turn to them and say, I see you. And I see you in a positive light. I see your heart. I see your mind. I see the beauty, not just externally, but I see it on the inside. If it's a guy, I see your handsomeness internally, if you don't like the term beautiful for you as a guy. But really see them. So I want to challenge you, if you are a parent and you are watching this now, or even if you're a student and you're watching this with some of your other friends, literally, I'm going to count to 5 in my head, but for you it'll be 5 seconds. Turn to them, lock eyes with them for 5 seconds. So turn to them now, and in 5 seconds, you'll hear my voice again. That's 5 seconds. That was a long time, wasn't it? Did it feel awkward? Awkward staring a person in their eyes? If you really want to see a person for who they are, look them dead in their soul. And how do you do that? You gaze into their eyes and you look past the eyebrows, past the lipstick, past the hair, and you look right here. Everything is not as it meets the eye. So for those people who you think are giving you a problem, simply tilt your head. Say, wow, you're just here to teach me a lesson, aren't you? Right? I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to be taken down by you, by your negativity. I'm going to shift my head and see it from a different perspective. So what is one way, if you have some paper, go ahead and grab it, because I want you to write this down and practice it throughout this week. What's one way that you currently see yourself that you feel, I probably could see myself in a little bit different way? Or there's a situation that you're experiencing and you're thinking, okay, I see it in this negative way. What if I just tilted my head just a little bit and saw it from a different angle? What's that one thing? I know for me in particular, I used to always think, for some reason, I know why, I won't go into it too much here, but because of my past experiences, I just thought, wow, I must not be good enough. I did. I thought that for so long until I realized, Trillian, look at the things that you have accomplished. Look at who you are. Look at the joy. Look at the excitement that you bring to people. So the thought of, I'm not good enough, quickly tilted to, oh, wow, I do have value. I am good enough. And I want you to do the same for yourself. Again, think of that one thing that you feel you would like to shift your perspective on, write it down, and then write an alternative for that. An alternative simply is the opposite. What's the opposite? If this is the negative, flip it to make it the positive. And I want you to encourage your youth parents, if you're watching this, to see themselves in a positive light. Encourage them to see themselves in the way that you would hope that someone would see them. So until next time, Dr. Trill, I'll see you guys soon.